United USA. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the sky worldwide, not just in America. Listen up here, okay? What up, YouTube? What's going on? So there is a lot of things happening, as we know. When I saw the patents for these, I thought, oh my God, I've got to make a video. I got to share this. So let me, without further ado, let me go ahead and share that. And you guys check this out. And please, like, share, get this out there. This is something that we all need to start talking about, and we haven't been. And this is it's time America stands up on this issue. But this is a global issue. It's a total of 178 countries that are signed on with Agenda 21. Okay, so this is way bigger than America. So if it's not affecting you, or you don't think it is, you don't notice it, I promise you it's affecting you no matter where you live. Okay, without further ado, here we go. Let's roll some of this tape. So check this out, ladies and gents, right here. This is powder control generation. Okay, this is U.S. patent number 3,899,144. Okay, so here's just one. Now bear with me here for a moment. Don't believe me? Look it up. So anyways, here we got another U.S. patent, 5,003,186. March 91, for example, aluminum oxide, meta oxide, suitable for the purpose of which it is relative inexpensive. Yes, aluminum oxide is proprietary, the primary component. This is precipitation test, record test of soil and water. You guys can take screenshots of that. So Agenda 21, like I was telling you, Declaration of Environmental Development, the Statement of Principles, Sustainable Management of Forest, were adopted by more than 178 governments at the United Nations Conference. Environmental Development held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, between the 3rd and the 14th of June, 1992. It's not telling you is that it goes up into the year 2030. That's why we're going to see more things change in the next decade than we've ever seen. Stuff like this right here. Here was a chemtrail they sprayed in the sky. Did a video about this. There was literally a sideways, horizontal rainbow in the sky. True story. Here's another U.S. patent right here, 7,413,145. Aerial Disbursement Delivery System. The aerial delivery system is showing this proprietary, government-owned, basically a aircraft that it was built for dispersing powders or some sort of aerosol or oils or fluids. Right here is another one, advanced aerial delivery system, patent number 7,819,362. So the list goes on and on. Now these patents, these are not things you'll see every day, ladies and gentlemen. Now you better, if you have a computer, I would immediately record this and download this on your computer, just in case something like this is taken down eventually. If they're burning books and taking down, taking out the Bible and, the Diary of Anne Frank in libraries, will go figure. The craziest thing is, it's like, they all know what's going on. I mean, this has been going on since the 90s, from Bush and Clinton administration, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. Now, they all know it. They all know this, ladies and gentlemen. The 178 countries signed on with this agenda through the United Nations. Okay? So it's the United Nations that's doing this. And this is a problem. We all need to start speaking up about this issue. Chems in the sky being sprayed, aka what the powers that be call it, solar radiation management. Okay, now solar radiation management is basically a politically correct term for aluminum aerosols and proprietary chemicals, concoctions that are being sprayed in the sky to manipulate weather. Either sometimes allegedly to create rain or combat the drought. In this case, really creating more global cooling, global dimming, alleging that what they're trying to do is create a level of artificial cloud cover in the sky to reflect up to 40% of the heat back up into the upper atmosphere. That's what they allege. So people say, well, how do you know this is true? Well, I've said many times before, if you guys go back to my videos and you go click on my videos where it says uploads, and then you click the little box where it has 3 lines, you click on that, and then it says, do you want to see most recent, or do you want to see original, oldest, most viewed, stuff like that. And so it'll take you back to the beginning of my channel, so you don't have to scroll through 1,400 videos. It'll just boom, take you right there, and you'll see a lot of the videos that I was showing in the beginning were videos about the sky being sprayed here at least a few days a week on a regular basis, sometimes more. Sometimes they do it every day for a week, 2 weeks. They take a day off or two, and then boom, right back to it. So every place is different. There's some places, I have friends in different states. I'm not going to name those states, but I'm just going to say in certain states that I've had friends that only notice it once in a while. What's once in a while? Every so many weeks, they might notice it for a day or two. Some in other states have noticed it every once in a month. I will use an example and drop a name and say California. I do have friends in California that have said that they literally spray the sky almost every single day in California. In Arizona, I would say it's about a few days a week. But interestingly enough, it hasn't actually been sprayed out here in about a week and a half or so, approximately. And now they sprayed a little bit today, but not really that much. So that was weird. And it makes me wonder, well, why some days they're back and forth and they're layering up the sky and other days they don't. But it goes back to Agenda 21. Now, it's not a conspiracy theory, ladies and gentlemen. This is just fact. Okay? You know what? Tell you what. Let's be fair. Don't take my word for it. Just do your own research and look up on the United Nations website, okay, Agenda 21, right? It'll be titled Sustainable Development, okay? Use politically correct words. You'll see a lot of loaded words and terms, stuff like that, like sustainable development. And here's the thing, they're not hiding it. Doesn't mean what you think it means. It means something else to them entirely. But anyway, I've talked about that before. So it was a treaty that was created back in the spring of 1992.
The greatest lie ever perpetrated on populations all over the world is the condensation trail lie. What we're seeing in our skies is not condensation. It's sprayed particulate dispersions with very few exceptions.
They shouldn't be there. Jet engines burn clean. So if there's anything coming out of them, it's an additive.
They're absolutely not contrails. Contrails do not linger, dissipate, and go into cloud coverage, period, in the report.
And I kept saying to people, what is this? Because now the sky is no longer blue. It's starting to turn gray. And what I found was kind of like it was not socially acceptable. We're all going to pretend this is not really happening. And I thought, oh, this is very bad.
Yeah, this is very bad. Well, it definitely is not good. It's going into the water supply. It's going into the soil, our crops. It's, we're breathing it. It's going into everything, even if it's in a place where you think or you believe or you acknowledge or observe that it's not being sprayed off, and I guarantee you it is. This is just the other day they said the temperature was supposed to be a few days before 100 degrees, and next thing you know we get some heat wave. We're at 108, 109, 110 degrees here in Phoenix, Arizona. But the fact remains is that they are spraying something in the sky. There's no doubt about it. I've recorded it hundreds of times in the last recent couple decades. And now we're at the point where it's just like a media blackout. If you look it up and try to get information on it, most of the main sites will try to debunk it right off the bat.